Hi everyone, it's Serena Corson again with Venvi Art Gallery for episode 2 of our Alluring Artists series. So this time we're talking about one of my favorite artists, Neel. And I'll begin to share my screen. Okay. So yes, Neel lived from 1900 to 1984. You can see this picture of her in her studio. She currently has a retrospective up at the Met in New York City called People Come First, which she's quoted saying. She was very ambitious in a time where women weren't expected to be artists, and women artists weren't really treated with any respect. She was a mother of 4, and 1 child died. She was very engaged in politics, was really out on the street a lot, and was a self-prescribed humanist. She is a New Yorker at heart, and her art was heavily influenced by this. She has a lot of cityscapes that she's done, including this one that I put down here, Dominican Boys on 108th Street, made in 1955. She could never afford a studio, so she was working at home while also taking care of her children. So this resulted in a lot of still lifes, like the one featured here, the beautiful violets and pansies. This is Jose, who was her lover, and she painted this in 1936. So you can see by these examples that she painted her subjects honestly and with dignity. She never, airbrushed their skin or smoothed them over, she painted people how they were. And I love, how you can see so clearly the expressions on her sitters' faces. You can kind of tell exactly their mood. It's very interesting. The knife in this boy's hand, very interesting. This woman's beautiful clothing. So she never really painted herself, maybe once, but it was subtle. So she did her first big and direct self-portrait at 80 years old. And, it's a tradition for painters to do self-portraits, but for an older woman to do it this confidently was very remarkable at the time. There she is with her portrait. I love this photo. And this piece is called The Futility of Effort from 1930, and it's actually about the death of her child and was also inspired by another child's death that she had read about in her local newspaper. So you can see it's pretty sorrowful, the gray, the lack of color really. And it's a piece full of mourning and grief, as you can tell, pretty desolate. Not much going on. And I ended with this very beautiful piece. I think the most remarkable thing about Neel is how true to herself she was with her art. And, how authentic she was. I mean, she really strictly painted people on the streets and her community members and those that she loved and admired and knew personally. She painted a lot of activists, neighbors, and friends. And check it out. You check her work out if you haven't already, and there's a wonderful YouTube video of the exhibition of hers at the Met right now that I would recommend watching. But yeah, I hope you learned a little bit about Alice Neel and enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. And feel free to visit our website, venviartgallery.com, to see all the artworks we feature. Thanks.